Okay, good morning everyone. This is TF Talks. Let me introduce a little bit about myself. I've been a professional trader and licensed technical analyst since 2008. My strength is combining day trading, swing trading, and portfolio management into my own unique top-down approach to the markets. But unfortunately, even until today, I still do not hold a key to the financial markets. However, I've discovered my sweet spot in trading, and I'm aiming to help you find yours. I want to offer you value, trading guides, and strategies, and the mindset that will help you become a successful trader. I've trained traders all around the world. No matter if you're a beginner trader or a seasoned technician looking for new trading and investment ideas, you are in the right space. Alright, let's see. Good morning everyone. If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave your message in the chat session, and I'll quickly go through later on, and hopefully I'll answer your questions. And today there are some questions that I would like to talk about with you guys today. And first, why are some people not as capable as you in trading but can make money? And secondly, why do you lose money on the same trend where good traders make more money? And the third question is, trading the same thing at the same time, why do other people make money and you lose money? The simple answer would be because most people do not generate pre-market analysis. They do not do a good trading plan, which is leading to trading losses. It doesn't matter with our daily pre-market live stream. You can advance layout, make a trading plan, and then plan your trade for the day. What kind of changes will be made to you after you keep watching our pre-market trading plan? Basically, after obtaining this trading plan, we will not rush into the market at the opening to be set and make clear the best time for trading to save analysis time. Okay, good morning Oliver, and good morning Jean, and welcome to my live stream. Alright, let's kick it off for today's trading session then. Let's check on the economic calendar for the day, and hopefully there was one data which just released 10 minutes ago. It was about let me double check. It was about retail sales. Let's see what it does to the SPY, the price of SPY. Okay. SPY, SPY. Okay, as we can see here, the price of SPY went up a little bit and then keep dropping to the level of 412, which is not a big move. And there was another important earnings which was released today, a couple of hours ago, which was about HD. As we can see here on earnings whispers, the earnings for HD was a little bit higher than estimate, while the actual revenue was lower than the estimate, which caused a big drop on the price of HT from around 288 to 272. However, before the market opens, the price of HD recovered most of the losses for the day, which was alright, I would say. Especially, I think the earnings for Home Depot was not that bad, which did not necessarily cause this big drop on Home Depot. In other words, if I am trading on Home Depot today, probably I am going to look for some entry points for my long positions, probably around this level, which is 278. Let me draw a horizontal line to indicate that, or to signal me while the price approaches this particular level. Probably the price may move a bit lower than the current price and then retrace back. Let's see how it goes after the market opens at 9:30. There are also other individual stocks that I would like to talk about today. Let's take an example of XOM. As we can see right here, XOM was experiencing a continuous drop for the previous 2 to 3 weeks. XOM. There was a consolidation for around 2 weeks. After that, there was a fake breakout on the top of this range trading, and then it started to drop dramatically from say the 23rd of April and went down sharply to 105, which is very close to the previous support levels. But right now, it still does not find its critical support line, which probably gonna cause another drop later on. This is what I think the potential movement would be in the short-term future, especially with the price of oil. The price with oil does not perform well as well, because XOM, the revenue of XOM is highly correlated with the price of US oil. When the price of oil does not perform well, it will by and large affect the price of XOM as well. So if we would like to look for some trading opportunities for XOM, probably we're gonna analyze US oil in advance. Okay, as we can see here, there is a clear downtrend line. Okay, there is a clear downtrend line. Okay, the drawer is not working. Okay, But as we can see here, every time there is a retracement, it's always a good opportunity for short positions to enter. For example, here, here, and here. At the current price, there is another green candlestick came out, which may indicate that there is gonna be a potential drop right after this green candle, which is today or tomorrow. If we would like to enter our short position, probably we're gonna find a better setup on a relatively smaller time frame. For example, 1 hour on an hourly basis could be quite useful for us to find our entry positions. Let's say US oil again. Okay, let's see how it goes. Apparently it doesn't respond. Ooh. Let me switch back to daily chart to see if it works or not. Apparently it doesn't respond to me. Nevertheless, the current trend of US oil is downwards, and we are still looking for a good setups for US oil to enter our short positions on this particular underlying asset. For XOM, it's basically the same thing because it is highly correlated with the price of oil. If we expect the price of oil goes down, there is no reason for us to long XOM on the other hand. Okay, that is XOM. And another one I would like to talk about is Amazon. Okay. There is a strong resistance level at this particular area right now. It's quite strong and critical because have a look at the price action here. When the price tries to break through this particular level, it failed twice at this area. And here, when it approaches it, this market on this particular day, the market opened relatively high and it went all the way up here. But as soon as it approaches this particular resistance level, it quickly fell. And let's see the price action here as well. When the price approached this level, which is around 103, the price action was similar to what it happened before. So as long as the resistance level is here, we probably gonna be very cautious about this level. When there is a trading strategy, there is a trading opportunity right here, which can give us a good profit-loss ratio. Let's see, for example, if we make a short position at this particular area, while our stop loss is above 104, for instance, then our potential gain would be much larger than the space for us to lose. as much as this level. So our potential loss would be this much. On the other hand, the potential gain would be probably 3 times as big as our potential losses. That seems like a good trading setup for me, at least. Okay, good morning, Lily. And yes, just like I mentioned, I am going to talk about several individual stocks, including XOM, Amazon, and there are a couple of more, and SPY and Qs as well, GLD probably as well. Okay, Zach, Freedom Zach. Hey buddy, do you trade Forex? Yes, I do trade Forex, but Forex is not my favorite. Although Forex probably is one of the most used or the most traded underlying asset in the whole world. But personally speaking, one of my favorite would be gold, GLD. Let's see how the gold does today. Apparently, after the data released, gold went down to 186. After that, it bounced up quickly to 187. Probably because the retail sales data is not as important as other data such as non-farm payroll or CPI, so that the overall movement of gold did not go that much on our 5 minutes chart. So if we would like to figure out what gold is doing right now and whether we should enter our long or short position, we have to go to the big time frame to figure out the direction right now. All right, well, gold is definitely one of my favorite trading underlying asset, because at the moment, first of all, gold is more like a replacement of dollar across the world. What do I mean by that is, as soon as investors are withdrawing money from America, one of the main direction that they would be investing in is gold, because gold is acting more like a risk aversion traders, the option for them. So at the moment, it's quite clear that gold is making a upwards trend right now. Let me draw a path to indicate a bit clearer. Okay, so previously gold went up for several waves. At the moment, it is at the retracement period. However, after several days trials, apparently the level of 187 is quite strong, because let me switch to a smaller time frame. As you can see that there are a couple of long tails around this area. which in other words indicates that there are a lot of buying orders are awaiting at this level. When the price hits or even approaches this level, those buying orders will be in the market to be exercised. For example, here, 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 and here. That is why we can see a lot of long tails at the end of these candles. That is basically because when the price hit this level, it reversed quickly back to this solid body of the candle, so that we can only see there is a long tail down there. Okay, that is several tests for this particular support level. While on the other hand, it's also quite clear that in the relatively short-term period, the price of gold is doing more like a downwards trend right now. Let me draw a trend line here. Okay, here we go. Okay, the first trend line is acting more like a long-term trend line, while there is another one which is relatively shorter. This trend line basically can give us signals or information whenever the price of gold is going to break through this downwards trend line. So how do I gonna trade with this trend line? It's pretty easy. When the price goes down here, then pulls back above this trend line. This is where I would be cautious, and I will watch closely to see whether the price of gold will go where that I am expecting it to go. So this kind of setup would be my favorite entry opportunities. Right here. So most of those breakouts, they're usually is coupled with a pullback. After that, it's gonna jump much higher than previous breakout levels. So for gold, this is what I am thinking right now. So I am gonna wait a little bit longer for a short-term period. If you are a longer-term period trader, probably you have entered your long position already, or you are still waiting for this price action when the price hit this level, which is 186, to see whether the critical level is solid enough to support the price, or it's gonna break through. But personally speaking, I still gonna hold my opinion, which is the price of gold will bounce up in a short time period. So I am still waiting and watching closely to find my favorite entering setup. Okay, that is basically what I am thinking of gold right now. Okay, let's see if we are going to have more to talk about in terms of our individual stocks. I have NVIDIA. Take a look at the daily chart, which is quite beautiful in terms of its longer trend right here. From this bottom line, which was on 23rd of January, the price of NVIDIA almost rose up for 5 months actually. Although there are several pullbacks, they look relatively small compared with this long big trend. While at the moment it still has the momentum to going up, to rise up. So what I do recommend on NVIDIA is to find the longing opportunity to enter our long position. Let's see if there is any good setup right now. Let's switch back to hourly chart. Okay, let's draw our resistance lines and support lines. Okay. Support lines. Right, this area. Let's see if there is another critical level around here. Okay. So for the past 1 week, the NVIDIA market is more like doing a swing trade, more like a side trade. When the price goes up as high as 290, it will retrace a couple of times here, and then finally it found a previous support level, which is at 281.6. Look at the price action. It hits here twice and bounced up quickly again. So at the moment, since the price is at the upper side of our range, the more recommended opportunity would be relatively lower, which is underneath 205, let's say. So if the price went down here around this level, then it's gonna be our opportunity to long NVIDIA. So our first target would be the upper layer of this range, which is 290, and our stop loss would be a little bit lower of the support level. Let's say it's 281. Then our potential profit loss ratio would be 3-to-1 again, which looks like a good trend to me again. So that is NVIDIA. Apparently NVIDIA has a very strong rising momentum that probably not gonna give us a lot of buying opportunities right here. So let's take an example. If let's imagine if the price hit around this level and do not keep going down, then probably we are going to enter our testing positions here. By testing positions, probably it's really up to you to how to divide your buying positions or your capitals. For me, testing positions probably gonna take up as much as 50% of my trading capacity. Let's say if I can only buy 10 lots of NVIDIA, probably my testing positions at this level would be 5 lots. If it bounced up quickly, then okay, that's all my long-in positions right now. While on the other hand, if let's say if the price keeps breaking through this level, then I will find another place to enter or to fulfill my whole trading capacity at this range. But whether or not my position is here or here, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect my take profit level and stop loss level. Then, in other words, my profit loss ratio would still be 3-to-1. Okay, that is NVIDIA. Okay, let's see. Cool analysis. Subscribe. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much. And for other listeners, if you think that our analysis is useful, please do not forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and my Discord link would be in the middle of our screen right here, so that if you have more questions or if you do have some individual stocks that would like me to consult that with you, do not hesitate to contact me. Feel free to join our Discord community. Alright, let's see if you do have any more questions about other stuff. Okay, Lily, I would like to get your free signals. Yes, just feel free to join our Discord community, and we'll see what we can do from there. How about Baidu? Have a quick look on Baidu as well. Okay. Let's take a look at 5 minutes chart. Actually, earnings. Baidu here. Apparently, earnings is better than estimates, and revenue is better than estimates as well. That caused a quick rose on this particular area that took up as much as 10 minutes. After that, all of those gains were recovered or were took over by the selling power here. Okay, apparently the earnings are relatively better, or you can say earnings have beaten the estimates. However, probably the earnings is not as good as common traders thought of, then that is one reason would cause these drops. Another reason is Baidu has the concepts of AI or with ChatGPT. On the other hand, while the revenue on this particular aspect did not meet others estimates, then that would also cause this dramatic plunge. I would use that word, plunge, for Baidu, the price of Baidu. However, let's take a look at a daily chart. A daily chart right now, so the quick drop does not show on daily chart. It only shows on lower time frame, but we can make a let's draw a horizontal line right here, just to indicate us that the current price is at this level. Okay, it's right here. So from our daily chart, what we can see here, apparently it acts more like a head and shoulder to me on the big picture. Let me draw a path. So okay, this is our head, this is our shoulder. That was a typical reversal pattern for a downwards trend. Although it has passed, I just want to indicate that out for some beginners, because it is one of the most used trading pattern in our trading world. If you see a head and shoulder pattern next time, probably you're gonna recognize and you would know what you're gonna do for your next trading opportunity. Okay, and for the past several months, it acts right now more like a double head here, or triple heads here. There are 3 heads. One, two, 3 heads right here, which is again another reversal pattern for us to trade. Apparently right now, that 3 heads influence, I'm not sure, or I'm not quite sure if the influence of 3 triple heads have ended. But we will assume that if it does not end, and what we would expect to happen later on, that would be a bounce up and then drop again. If the triple heads is still in effect. On the other hand, for other traders, since there is a consolidation here, probably some traders will treat this pattern as a breakout of the previous consolidation. In other words, they gonna use this long green candle as a signal of breakout. In other words, they probably gonna find longing opportunities at this area. X buy here. Personally speaking, I just find this particular pattern is similar to what we just saw on XOM. I hope you still remember here. There was a fake breakout. A fake breakout here. Or even lower. So there was two breakouts. After the fake breakouts, the price actually dropped again and then dropped dramatically to a relatively low level at this area. Similarly, if we switch back to this chart, this can be a fake breakout again. So in my opinion, I would be rooting for shorting rather than longing or buying. So my preference would be waiting for the price to come back to this range and find my setup to enter my shorting position. Let's see 1 hour chart. Okay, at the moment it does not meet the criteria of my entering setup, because at the moment the price hit this upper layer of the previous range, and actually the price bounced up. So I'll just wait for a couple of hours more to see if it can start its new dropping pattern. After that, I will definitely enter my long or my short position. Sorry. Okay, that is Baidu. So in a nutshell, for Baidu, I personally gonna short rather than buy this particular market, especially for these fake breakouts. So for those traders who are a little bit more cautious, if you would like to check whether or not this is a fake breakout, probably you should wait for another day to see the next candle, so that you're gonna find out whether this is a fake breakout or not. But at the moment, I do not believe this breakout is real. That's my personal advice. Okay, Freedom Zaki, I'm interested in your free signals too. Thank you. Just subscribe our live stream, and in the meantime, click the Discord community link to join our Discord community, so that we can communicate through the community to see whether we can solve your problems, or we can help you to analyze whatever you need us to do. Okay, sounds good. So far so good. Okay, I've got some more individual stocks. Walmart. What is Walmart doing? What is Walmart doing? Okay, that must be a different one. Walmart, this one. Okay, Walmart. If we zoom in, Walmart at the moment just met its resistance level at the top here as well. I prefer to draw a range rather than a single price line, because as we know, although we usually refer this is a support line or resistance line, it doesn't mean at this particular price the market will reverse. Or in other words, it represents an area for this particular case from 153.7 until 154.6. There is almost $1 difference between the upper layer and bottom layer. For instance, you can see the price action here. When the price not only hits this level but also hits the upper level, then the price action comes in effect and the price dropped dramatically afterwards. Similarly to what happened for the previous couple of days, the price tried three times in a row. All of those have failed to break through. In other words, it tested the solidity of this particular price level and as our resistance level. So if we could meet a good setup here, well, it dropped down already. So my previous thought was, if the price bounced off a little bit higher, that would be better for us to enter our short positions, because in this case our potential loss would be this much, and our potential gain probably here. It looks like here is a quite critical level from previous price actions as well. So that looks fantastic for us, because the profit loss ratio looks like 5-to-1, or even a bit 5-to-1, 4-to-1 or 5-to-1. Anyway, that seems like a good trading setup for me, because we are actually risking relatively small small amount of money for relatively bigger, 4 times bigger gains, which is a good bargain, isn't it? That is Walmart. At the same time, because Walmart is in this particular sales industry, personally speaking, I do not think the earnings would be good enough for Walmart. That would enhance my shorting theory on Walmart particularly. Okay, let's see what we have left. And do not forget to subscribe and join our Discord community. Okay, I've got Twitter. Okay, it's delisted. Let's forget about Twitter. But anyway, Twitter behaves quite nicely because Elon Musk just found a new female CEO for Twitter. In that case, Elon Musk will focus more on his original sector, which is Tesla, which is electronic car industry. Delisted Cisco, Google. Let's see how Google does recently. Okay, it's okay, one range now, 1 day. It's doing well, especially after the earnings. So it opened high and the market stayed high, closed high. Now it's forming a consolidation at this higher level. Consolidation here. Obviously, our trading setups just comes out straight away because since there is a sideways trading, every single time when the price approaches the downward, this downside layer, we try to long at this level. Then our potential gain would be the space between the downside layer and the upside layer, which is $2. In that case, since our gain is $2, it really depends on individuals' trading strategy. For me, I'm probably gonna risk for let's say $0.5, which will form our profit loss ratio to 4:1. Then in that particular case, 115.65. That would be my stop loss level. So what do I mean by that is my entering position would be, you can just enter right here, or even a little bit lower, as long as there is no big solid red candle to break through this range. Otherwise, it just means the range trading fails. Okay, it's 9:30 and the market opens. Apparently, our preferred setup does not exist anymore. But anyway, since we did our pre-market plan, that gives us enough space and time to think about our trading plan, so that right after the market opens, we do not panic, we do not rush into trading. Okay, that is basically what we are looking for. We are looking for patient trading strategies. We are looking for no rush trading actions, or we are looking for no emotional tradings, so as to let's say make our tradings more stable and non-emotional. Okay, since the market opens, let's switch to SPY to see how the market does. Okay, SPY. Okay, SPY is there is no clear direction for SPY for the past 1 week. It's more like a range trading from 409 to 414. So since there is no clear direction, probably I just gonna give up trading opportunities on SPY. Okay, for that is SPY, and another one is Qs. Let's see how Qs does. Okay, Qs are strong, even stronger than SPY, because from the path of Qs we can easily find no longer from longer term or short term it does a upwards trend. Look at here. It doesn't really matter from the perspective of long-term trading strategy or short-term trading strategy. In other words, every time when there is a pullback, we are just gonna think about where and when to enter our long position, instead of panicking, instead of emotional tradings. Okay, there's no more questions. Sounds good. Okay, if there is no more questions, I think we're just done here, and just try to memorize our recommendations, and hopefully you will find your own trading analysis and trading setups. Okay, and okay, if you do like to get those free signals, please do subscribe our live stream. In the meantime, click the link to join our Discord community. And finally, good luck to your tradings. That's it for today. Thank you.